What's up guys, Anthony Barela here, and I'm going to show you what's in my bag for the start of the 2025 season. Alright, we're going to start off with the putters. I got 4 in the bag right now, just an extra pair for practice putting, but I think I'm going to end up going with these ones for the first tournament of the year. Brand new purple fresh set, so see how those work. And then next we'll go to my throwing putters. I got 2 big Z Lunas. This one's a little newer and more overstable. And then this one's been in my bag ever since I joined Discraft, and it's a little bit more beat in now, so I use this one for just shorter up shots, or if I need something to get that light drift to the right. And then this thing just goes dead straight all the way up to sometimes 450 feet if I need. So big Z Lunas, definitely some of the most used discs in my bag. Next we'll go to my mid-ranges. I've got 2 buzzes. First one is this 2015 AM NATS Buzzz. This is just like it's kind of like a Buzz SS for me. It's just dead straight, and then it drifts to the right slowly at the end. Then of course, you got a 4-time ESP Buzzz. This is like the furthest flying run of Buzz I've ever thrown, so always have a 4-time in the bag. And next up, I got an ESP Malta. This is just for those overstable mid-range up shots. If it gets a little windy and I need something to hold a little straighter, I'll throw this. And also for those little tight flex shots in the woods. So ESP Malta. Then of course, got a Z Zone. This one has my stamp on it. This is actually my favorite run. It's a CryZtal. It's a little bit concave and it's just super overstable and super consistent. Next we'll go to fairway drivers. Start off, I got 1 CryZtal Raptor. Adam gave me this when I first joined Discraft, and it's been in my bag ever since. It's almost 2 years old, and this thing is pretty much sidearm only. It just goes dead straight and then has that nice consistent fade at the end, or I can throw little flex shots with it, but CryZtal Raptor beat in a lot. And then Yuli gave me this cap wrap last year, and it's just super overstable in the Jawbreaker Z Flex plastic, so when it hits the ground, it stops pretty nicely, and it's just like any kind of shot under 320 feet. If it's like wide open, I'm just throwing hyzer with this thing pretty much. And my new addition to my bag is gonna be the Z Cigarra. This thing is just completely dead straight, and whatever angle I put it on it's gonna fly on. So I think it's gonna be used a lot this weekend at Olympus. All right, next we got 2 ESP Anaxes. These are the exact same run of discs, but this one I got from Adam when I first joined Discraft, so it's about 2 years beat in, and I can throw it as hard as I want and it'll never turn to the right. It's just such an overstable run, and then this is just a newer version of that. So 2 ESP Anaxes. All right, now we'll go to the drivers. So right now I got 3 Venoms in the bag. I got my 2024 Tour Series. This Jawbreaker Z Flex plastic is just super consistent, straight to overstable shots. Throw this one for mainly only sidearms. And then I have, this is one of the original Test Flight Z Venoms, and this thing's beating in to like replace my green one I used to have, but that one got hit by a rock and then died. So this will probably be my most used Venom this season, just because of how consistently overstable it is and how nicely it's been beating in. All right, and now I got the 2025 Tour Series Venom in the Z Swirl plastic. I haven't thrown this yet, but it feels great, and I just know it's gonna go straight into the bag. All right, now we go to the nukes. I got 4 nukes in the bag. I've got this big Z Nuke. This one's super beat in. I can throw it for just super long rollers or super long sidearms. That's pretty much all it's used for. Doesn't really get backhanded unless it's rolling on the ground. Then I got this ESP Nuke, but it actually has the TI Nuke top on it. So it's a little bit more overstable, but I'm only throwing it for sidearms right now. Like nice force over flex sidearms is what this is in throw for. And then we got my baby. This is the best nuke I've ever owned. I've had it for almost 2 years now. Cupcake gave it to me right before Worlds, and it's just been the most consistently overstable, farthest flying nuke I've ever had in my life. So red nuke right here. This is a workhorse when we get out to those golf courses on tour. Then we got another new nuke. This is just a super beefcake. I also got it from Cupcake. I don't know how he gets all the good nukes, but they end up in my hands, so shout out Cupcake. And then last disc, we got a Jawbreaker Z Nuke OS, and this thing is just, it's like pretty much unthrowable. It's so overstable. You can just rip it on anhyzer as hard as you can, and it's always gonna finish to the left. And in that Jawbreaker plastic, it just hits and stops. So this is a good utility disc for if it gets super windy or if I just need to go straight up and down over things. So, yep. And that's pretty much it for the discs. We can go through the side pockets here. I got some finger tape, gotta tape up the fingers so they don't split. I got elbow sleeve just for some extra support on sidearms, and then use this band before every round to warm up. Just a resistance band. Then we got my hyzer line. It's a disc attached to a parachute, good for warm-ups. And then over here we got just some towels, forks up, go D-backs. And then still have this towel in the bag from last year when I won the tournament, so just a little good luck charm. And then got a baseball in case you get stuck in the tree, rangefinder, and then dry bag, powder bag for if it gets sweaty. So pretty much all that's in the bag. I got Adam's patch on here, Austin's patch, shout out Pastry Dyes, shout out First Form, and then shout out me, and then Paul Macbeth PX1 grip bag. Shout out grip. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see me throw these things on the tour.